Hi, my name's Melinda Gallant, and I want to welcome you to Cape Conversations. We have an exciting show today for you. It's all about life coaching. So come along and let's have a Cape Conversation. Hi, I am with Ms. Pam Wills, who is a life coach,
yes.
A mom, a dancer,
Yes.
a yoga person.
I take yoga.
You take yoga, okay. And an all-around swell person.
Thank you very much.
So, Pam, tell me a little bit about what a life coach does, because you know, I kind of make fun of life coaches, because I always figure if you need a coach for your life, why?
Well,
So tell me why. Why do
actually,
I need you?
I think
other than as a friend.
As my friend.
Yes.
I think everybody benefits from having a so-called coach, actually several different coaches. Because a coach is somebody who will help you to figure out where you're stuck, for instance, or where you need to move, where you need to improve, and then help you come up with a plan to change that. Change is scary for most people, so
Right.
having somebody with a flashlight and the map saying, come on, I got you, don't worry, is very helpful. And also somebody who will hold you accountable to stick with the plan. And kind of be a motivation factor.
Oh, so you mean if you don't stick with
That's-
your plan, you get the ruler like the
No, not at
nuns
all.
do? Or?
It depends on what
Oh,
you
okay.
want. If you want somebody to be, hard with you, and then that's a different kind of coach.
Right.
But generally, it's a motivating kind of
I see.
accountability. And there are fitness coaches, there are business coaches, there are change coaches, which is mainly what I do. So there are lots of different parts of life that life coaches can help with.
Right. So you're you said a change
Yeah,
coach.
that's what I
Okay. So what's the name of your blog? Because you have a blog online,
I
right?
do, and I call it Get to Your Happy Place, because that's what I'm trying to help people do, is
Right.
find a place in themselves, really, where they're feeling good about where their life is going and how they're managing it.
I see.
So what I do is try to help them find their passion, maybe, and find the time to practice it.
I see. So, and is that elasticity coaching? Because I know you also have a
Yes.
Facebook page, correct?
Yes. The name of my company is Elasticity Change Coaching, and that's my website, Elasticity Coaching. And I chose the name.
Elasticitycoaching.com?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Excellent.
And I chose that name for one reason, that it has to do with how things are elastic and
Right.
stretch, and it has to do with the rate of change, actually. It's an economic term. And it also is a word that is almost exactly the same in about 10 or 12 different languages.
Okay, now that brings me to, I'm so glad you said the word languages, because you didn't always do this.
No.
No.
No. Well, I always did, but not professionally. And then I
Okay.
kind of realized,
Oh, you had a plan.
I could do this.
So I guess my question is this. I know you spent some time abroad, is that correct?
I did. I was in Germany for almost 17 years.
Wow.
Learned the language, lived there, had my child there.
And does Germany have change coaches and life coaches and those folks?
Yes, they're everywhere. And in Germany, like with most things, it's a lot more structured. They have to go through.
Are they meaner?
I don't know.
You will get into this.
I work with one who's a business coach, and no, he's very nice.
I
But
see.
it's just a more structured
I see.
certification process
I see.
than what we have here so far.
Right. Now, and over there, because they have a different kind of healthcare system, do they look at it as part of holistic health? Or do you know?
I don't know that.
Okay.
Because I've been here for a few years, and I hadn't gotten into it professionally there
I see.
at the time. So
I see.
it's very possible that it's linked up.
Right, because I know that their holistic health is a part of their regular healthcare
Absolutely.
regimen there.
Absolutely.
You
Yep.
know, whether it's exercise or what a chiropractic,
Acupuncture,
all of that is, right. Where here, as we know,
Just starting.
it's just starting. It may never get off the ground, as it sounds like. But anyway, enough about that. You've got something coming up, though, pretty quick.
I do. On October 11th, I'm going to launch my first local workshop, because as a coach, most of the sessions that you do with your clients are on the phone. Some of it can be done by email, but it's mainly on the phone. An hour a week is the standard. So I've had clients as far away as South Dakota.
Wow.
Some in New York City. So it's a different kind of dynamic. So
so people in Mashpee don't know what they have in their own backyard.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
So I'm launching that workshop to try and do more face-to-face stuff here. And it's a workshop that I call Move to Your Happy Place.
Move to Your Happy Place.
And it's combining creative movement with some coaching work, basically written work, kind of worksheets and exercises. And you don't need to have any dance experience, so you'd be great. You'd do fine.
Trust me, I need some help.
You do fine.
We all know. In fact, if you ask the people that actually watch Cape Conversations, they probably will write in and say, help this woman.
No, I watch it. I would not say that.
But anyway, so it's October 11th, but where is it?
It is through the Mashpee Recreation Department. So,
Oh, okay.
We'll hold it in a classroom at Mashpee High School.
Okay.
And it's from 6:30 to 7:30.
And it starts October 11th and goes
every
till?
Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night.
6 weeks.
6 weeks,
Yep.
wow.
So it's November 15th, I believe.
Something like that.
Something like that.
And what's the, do you have the number for the
I
Mashpee?
do.
Oh, looky there. She
It
made a
is,
plan.
Yeah, amazing, right?
Yeah.
The telephone number for Mashpee Recreation is 508-539-1416.
Okay, and we'll probably put that up underneath you, but just say, oh, you got a bug on you. That's not a plan. So anyway, so now I come to your class. Okay, so class 1, what do we do?
Class 1 is basically going to be a session where we not necessarily get to know each other, but we get to know what we're trying to achieve.
Okay.
I want everybody to feel safe enough to share if we do a little bit of discussion. The first session is called Name It. In dance, basically, before you can put dances together, you have to know what steps you're putting together, and we have names for the steps. So we learn the names for
Okay.
the steps, and so we're going to name what we're trying to fix or change or improve. And we'll do some fun little exercises, movement exercises to go with that. I'll probably teach some very, very basic dance steps just to give that idea and
Right.
get us kind of break the ice.
Right.
So,
And then, okay, so now that's week 1.
yeah.
Week 2, what do we do?
Week 2 is called Twist It, and it's about changing your perspective or taking a look at things a little bit differently.
So we're going to look at that today
Yes.
during the show, right?
Yes.
You've got some good volunteers to come in and
Yes.
help you with that. Okay, all right. So don't talk too much about that
I
because
won't.
that'll be a surprise.
I won't.
Okay,
And there'll be a written part of each session.
Okay.
Not like a test, not like it's not scary or intimidating at all. It's just, okay, so now we're going to look at this bowl and figure out what are all the negative things about this bowl? What are all the negative things we can
Gotcha.
say about this bowl? And then look at the same bowl and talk about all of the positive things you can say about that bowl. It's the same bowl,
Right.
but we can look at it differently.
Gotcha.
And so then we'll apply it to whatever
Okay.
we're trying to change.
All right. And so as we go through the weeks, from this, we're going to have a roadmap or a plan?
Yeah, that's the idea. By the end of the 6 weeks, we'll have figured out what it is that we're trying to fix
Oh.
or change
Excellent.
and have a plan to do so. That's the idea. That's the result.
That's great. And will you follow up with these folks or?
Sure. I mean, I'm available for one-on-one coaching sessions anytime. I'm hoping to do more workshops coming up probably in the spring or
Excellent.
early winter.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, great. So now with all of this, and you're doing this, and you've got a daughter who's a budding actress, I
She
know.
is, yes.
Yes. Is she in anything right now?
Right now, just school. She needs
Just-
to do some school.
Right. Right.
You know.
And you live here in Mashpee,
Yes, I
right?
do.
Right.
do.
Okay. Well, because this is where the sandwich,
Right.
public access television,
Right.
Cape Conversations goes everywhere
Yep.
because we talk to people everywhere. But that's pretty exciting that you know, here you are in Little Mashpee, somebody like you, and you can actually help people change their habits,
Yes.
get rid of bad habits. Oh my God.
Sure.
Maybe, can you just like go poof and I'll be 152 pounds lighter? Could you
Well,
do
we could
that?
try that.
You could try
Look,
that.
about a year and a half ago, I myself quit smoking. And
Wow.
I came up with a plan, and of course I got help.
Yeah.
Acupuncture was one of the things that I used. Chinese herbal medicine. So I had a plan, I had a date, and I had a goal, and now I'm a non-smoker.
Isn't that wonderful?
So that's
Right.
one thing I can help with.
Excellent. That's
So.
great to know. So again, when is the class? When does it start?
October 11th,
At time?
Tuesday night, 6:30,
And it goes till 6:30 to
7:30.
6, so it's an hour.
It's 1 hour.
Yeah. So
Six
that's not
times.
too much time out of your life
No,
to make major changes. I mean, an hour.
Hopefully.
Come on, guys.
but you'd probably want to register with Mashpee Rec first.
Okay.
Give
Yeah.
them a call, and yeah,
Excellent.
you
Great.
can always reach me at my website through my website.
And your website is
elasticitycoaching.com.
elasticitycoaching.com.
It's basically Elastic City.
Elastic City. That's
One
funny.
C.
One C. Excellent. Got it. Well, thank you, Pam,
Thank
so
you.
much. And you know, it was great. You know, I know we're going to have the girls be, you know, doing a few things, which is kind of fun as well. So the only thing we didn't touch upon, though, real quick,
What?
you do journaling with this as well,
Yeah,
right?
a little bit, and
Yeah.
in different ways.
Okay.
One of them is a mind mapping exercise, which is a
Okay.
little bit like goal setting, list making, but in a flow charty collage kind
Like-
of way.
So how you get from here to there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
It's
Excellent.
a little bit different.
Excellent. Well, great. Well, thank you for taking time with me
you so
today.
much.
And
Thanks for having me.
I look forward to it.
Great.
And maybe I should go online and have you personally give me elasticity coaching. You become a rubber band that I don't think I could be. Anyway, good to see you.
You too.
Thanks a
so
lot.
much.
Bye. So, Pam,
Yes.
now introduce our friends here.
Consuelo Carroll, Kristen Martone, and Christy Wendland.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so now you went through a little bit of Pam's seminar. And, you know, Pam and I have already talked about what it's like to be a life coach and what you're doing and this seminar coming up. So what do you think? I mean, do you think something like that? I mean, I don't understand playing Twister. Explain it to me.
Well, the Twister section is just one part of the 6-hour session, and it's basically the section that we talked about changing your perspective in different ways that you can do that. And Twister is just a fun game to get us in that mode where we look at an orange from this side and we look at an orange from that side. And the Twister just kind of helps us to
Yeah, I was gonna say, it helped us as a group, like we were all playing it together and she kind of got stuck.
Yeah.
And then we realized that if she turned, she was just twisting to the left, but if she twisted to the right, then she was able to make it work.
Okay, so group exercise,
Yeah,
it would be helpful for team building.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it just gave you the perspective because you see, like it's an analogy. You can see how if you look at things from a different perspective, maybe it'll work. You know, you get mentally, you get stuck, like you have to do it this way. And then if you see, you know, it's a good visual. If I turn the other way, it'll work.
Okay, so now Twister,
Yeah, Twister is just a great way to be able to look at things from a different perspective. And that is the thing that I want to do with that particular session, to turn things around and look at a different side, do it a different way. And also, I think it helps people to feel more comfortable together, get to know each other. I want people to feel comfortable sharing in this session and all the rest of it. So.
excellent. So what do you think? Do you think you could take what you sort of learned by playing Twister and put it to some point of your life? Like rethinking things?
I think it's the concept that sometimes maybe when you're focused on your own problem, you see it one way and you're so kind of tunnel vision on that one set way that when you have someone on the outside looking in, it can completely change your perspective.
I see. I see. What about you, Christy?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's easy to feel stuck sometimes if you have an issue. And when Pam stepped in to help turn Kristen around, just shows that if you have a friend or someone in your life that can kind of help guide you and show you another way.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, and you also do a journal session, is that correct?
Yes, each session will have kind of two components. One will be more movement and creative movement, not like you need any kind of dance experience.
No tap dancing?
At all. No tap dancing, unless somebody really wants to, then you can do a little, but no, it's creative movement just to get your brain looking at things a different way. But we'll do some sort of journaling things, some exercises. For instance, in the Twisted section, we'll talk about taking an object, thinking of an object, whether it's there in the room with us or not, and thinking about all of the wonderful things about that object. Actually, first we'd start with all the horrible things about that object, and then look at the same thing and list all the wonderful things about it. And it just gives us a way to say, hey, well, we don't always have to look at the horrible side of things.
Right.
And that's one of the journaling things we do. Another one in the stretching section would be this mind mapping that we did today, which is sort of like a flow chart, sort of like a list, just a different way to kind of break things down when you're trying to deal with a goal or a project or a problem. It's just another way to do it.
So the focus then, with what you feel you might get out of it, is problem solving, or issue solving, and maybe re-examining your life and how you look at things.
Sure. I hope by the end of the 6 weeks that people will have found a solution to whatever problem they came with, or a way to change whatever they wanted to change.
Oh my God, have I got problems?
And but also to have some sort of plan to do that.
Right. You know, it's funny because that's the one thing I think everybody, says, and then they don't do. Well, I got to get a plan. I got to work on a plan, and then you go, well, okay, so what's your plan? I don't have a plan. So you're right. That's planning is a big key. Well, thank you so much for participating today and helping us out. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Well, I just want to thank you. Wasn't Pam Wills great? I hope you all absolutely, positively go to Mashpee Leisure Services and sign up for her class. What a wonderful thing to have somebody who can show you the way, help you make a plan, help you map out your life to do better and better and better things. It's been a lot of fun today, and I'm glad you came along with me. Thanks for watching CAPE Conversations.